Hey, aloha, and breaking news, by the way. I have Patrick Mahomes on the phone right now, one of my first big interviews. Uh, so you're there, Patrick. Yeah. So tell me about that Super Bowl party that you had.
Started off, Nancy threw a nice party for us at the hotel. The Chainsmokers came through, DJ Khaled came through. I had the goddamn Spoon Man from the Soundgarden videos coming to my shit. No way. Oh, yeah. Talking 6 grills burning at all times. Tiki torches, 3 whole pigs, fucking shitloads of macaroni and cheeses, baked potatoes, collard greens, a horse, fucking Puerto Rican chicks showing their pussies and tits off everywhere. You can't beat that, man. That's every genre of music you need right there.
Wow. Well, thank you, Patrick Mahomes, for joining me. This is Brother Richie, the spirit of sports. We're talking sports, we're talking life. And you know what? This is April 2nd. April Fools, everyone. Gonna start off the show like that. Where the hell is my music? Starting off the show, Patrick Mahomes, April Fools, everybody. This is April 2nd. Brother Richie live from the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Let's kick it off.
From the middle of the Pacific Ocean, it's high noon and high time that you tune in to the Spirit of Sports, hosted by Brother Richie. The Spirit of Sports is the flagship of the NotPods family. NotPods complete archive can be found at NotPods on YouTube. And now for our host, Brother Richie.
And aloha and welcome, Brother Richie live, the Spirit of Sports. We're talking sports, we're talking life. Just got off the phone with Patrick Mahomes telling me about his amazing Super Bowl party, my April Fool's edition. This is April 2nd, high noon on Tuesday, as we do every Tuesday. Tuesdays with Richie. Brother Richie coming at you live, the Spirit of Sports at notpods.com. Coming soon, as I always say. Just looking for that high school kid that knows a little bit about web design and want to get in on the ground floor of something great. In due time. Also at NotPods on my YouTube channel, and I am live on Instagram today, Tuesday, the 2nd of April, April Fool's Edition. And speaking of April Fool's Edition, I want to get into some of my favorites. Favorite sports April Fool's stories. There's a couple of those, some personal ones, some friends. It's one of my favorite. So many times I forget about it. I was at work last night, forgot, could have got somebody, like the ketchup is always good. Oh, manager, oh God, I was opening up the can. Oh. That's always a good April Fool's. We could have got Eddie, could have got Tom, Fran at work. So I blew another one off. Dang it. I'm over here in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And most of my friends over on the mainland are busy, married, kids, all that. But I do have one single friend, and, he works days, 9 to 5 job. And this is a good one. I haven't done it to him yet because I kind of feel bad about it. But I think this is a really good one. If you live away from a friend, what you do is you figure out where his favorite bar is. You can even call that bar and talk to his bartender and say, hey, Julie, this is Richie Peterson. My friend, my friend Todd Steele. He comes in quite a bit, yeah? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to prank him. I'm over here in Hawaii. I'm going to call him and tell him that I made a surprise trip and I'm sitting at the bar. And I want you to be in on it, okay? I'm going to call him. He's going to come in. And you say, oh, yeah, Richie, he's just in the bathroom. He'll be right out. And he'll be sitting at the bar, and then I call him on the phone. April Fool's, motherfucker! Ah! So that's a good one for the future. I haven't done it yet. Todd Steele, I'm gonna get you one of these days. Damn it! Let's flip this. Let's flip this bitch. Oh, there we go. So that's a good one. I remember I wasn't a hunter, but I grew up with a bunch of hunters. And one of my friends, or even just an acquaintance, or one of the kids at school, maybe Gitchell, or maybe, I don't think Wooz, or maybe it was one of my teachers, but his dad would get him with the ghost elk, the giant ghost elk that he said there's an albino elk. And I saw him the other day, and every April Fool's morning he goes, Jeffrey, come quick. The ghost elk's out here. We finally see him. He comes running, April Fool's. And then he would lead up to the ghost elk every year and say, I saw him again. You were at school. He came out. But he would always only fuck with them on April Fool's Day. That one's brilliant if you're a hunter, because you can work that one in year round, but you just get them on April Fool's Day. And whoever it was, my friend or the teacher, said it never failed. Whatever day, because April 1st is always, sometimes Saturday, sometimes Tuesday. But whatever day it was, he never knew, and he always went running to the window. The ghost elk's in the backyard! And his dad all year, like once, twice a month, here and there, be all, yeah, I saw the ghost elk. You weren't here. He's giant. He's 10 feet if he's a foot. And you over-exaggerate. And it got my friend every single year, probably through high school. That's a great one. I always wanted to do one when I'm painting houses. Maybe throw down a ladder and then drop a bowling ball. So it just sounds like, and then just lay there with your leg twisted behind you and have your boss come running up. And just, blood, ketchup on the hands if you're working on a saw or something. There's so many good ones. One of my best, we got my friend Scout Dog over here. And he teaches, he used to teach surf lessons. He's since moved back to California. All holidays leave. But he used to teach surf lessons. And so maybe 2 or 3 days before April Fool's, I had a professional sounding lady that I knew that he didn't know. And I had her call him. Said, yes, is this Scott Watkins? Hi, my name is Gina from Swimsuit Hawaii, and we're just looking for someone. I hear you're a decent looking guy, and you maybe have some surfboards, you teach surf lessons, and you know the beach area. Maybe you could meet us, and there's going to be 4 swimsuit models, and we're going to do a photo shoot. If you could just help out, with surfboards, and, maybe even snap a couple pics with the girls. And so he lived right next door to me, so I had my friend call from my house on her cell phone. This was 1998, 99. And he comes over, he has a little smirk on his face, and I go, what's up, Scott? And he goes, bro, you won't believe it, but this was like March 30th. So he had 31st and April 1st, so it was a Wednesday, and it was supposed to be on Friday. He goes, some swimsuit magazine called, and they want me to help out. There's going to be 4 swimsuit models that doing a photo shoot down at Wild High. They want me to come down and help out. And I'm like, no, really? Me and there's 3 or 4 of us. Really? Wow, that's awesome. So for a couple of days, he was kind of smug, and yeah, I got a photo shoot. It was pretty funny. So I let it, and we're, that is awesome, bro. Can we, I think I'm going to do it, Didn't want to bring any of us. And I let him go down there that morning. It was noon, and I let him go down. And about 12:25, I called. And I said, Scout Dog, April Fools, you fuck. And it was pretty good, but would have been even better if I had got like 3 or 4 chunky fat guys to show up in Speedos. But stuff like that. I love April Fool's Day. I don't participate enough. Sometimes I just forget that it's even happening. But it's one of my favorites. I have a couple that I remember from the world of sports. Sports Illustrated is March of 1985. So it was my senior year of high school. And it was an April Fool's edition. So April 1st, or, whatever week is April 1st going to be on. And it was the feature story in the back. They always had like a 6-7 pager. And it was about this guy, Sid Finch. He was a Trappist monk, hermit, that lived in the Andes Mountains or Himalayas. He was a hermit monk from one of the mountain ranges in Europe or Japan. And he was going to sign with the Mets. And he threw 140 miles an hour, and he had a weird windup. They showed pictures of him. And I read this article, 140 miles an hour, Trappist monk, hermit guy coming to play for the Mets. And everybody was tripping, you know. Can you believe that? Was going to be Sid Finch was his name. And he even had a jersey. They never showed a picture of his face. His hat was always kind of like this. But then the next week they came in. Frazier. Next week they came in and said, hey, by the way, that was an April Fool's. So Sports Illustrated got us real good back in 1985. They should bring that back. Nobody will remember. Sid Finch, Trappist monk, hermit from the Andes Mountains or the Himalayas, who was going to come pitch for the Mets with his 140 mile an hour fastball. One of my favorites. And then another great one, I was just watching the video that they set this one up, was Brett Myers was a pitcher for the Phillies back in 2000, 2001, I guess. And then Kyle Kendricks. Yeah, brother. Frage. I'm going to. How's it, guys? Thanks for your support, people. Getting some views. You know, this is it's a long-term, just putting in the practice, putting in the time now. I took last week off. The energy's a little off without the NFL, but coming back strong. So anyway, Kyle Kendricks, and they set it up for 2 weeks. And they had the general manager and the press in on it so they wouldn't leak it. And they had him come in to Charlie Manuel was the manager. And there's a video of me sits there and goes, well, Kyle, you know, this is a last minute thing, and I'm really sorry, but we had to trade you to Japan. He's all, what? I go, yeah, we got straight up for a pitcher from Japan, so you're going to be on a plane. You have to be here bright and early in the morning, like 4 a.m. tomorrow, because press conference is at 7 a.m. Japan time tomorrow. It's a Yamamori Giants, and they went along with it, and he's just in a daze, and then he comes out, and Brett Myers, his friend that set the whole thing up, he's all, what's up, bro? And he goes, I got traded. He goes, where to? Japan? He goes, no way. And his friend that set the whole, no, you got to Japan? No way. What? Oh, bro, that's a tough one. I am so sorry. Japan. How's the guy we got? I mean, does he have a fastball? Does he have a slider? He goes, I don't even know his name. I just know I have to be on a plane for him. And they went on, and finally I don't know how they even broke it to him that April Fools, but such a good one. I love the April Fools. So just to recap some ideas, if you're working construction, just throw a ladder on the ground and drop something heavy and then lay there with your leg bent back and just screaming. Have your boss come around the corner, or even a pool of blood, something. Or if you're working, you know, with a saw, maybe a fake finger and some ketchup, and that one. Call your friend from out of town and get in on his regular bar and talk to the bartender and say, hey, Todd's coming in. Tell him I'm in the bathroom. Todd, I made a surprise visit. I'm here at the bar. I'm at Bluey's. I'm here with Jessica at Bluey's. Come down, bro. And then he shows up, and then Jessica says, oh, you're here, your friend Richie. Yeah, he's cool. He's in the bathroom, though. He'll be right back. Then about 5 minutes later, I call Todd. April Fools, I'm still over here, middle of the Pacific Ocean, or wherever you are. That's a good one. The ghost elk, if you're hunters. The 10-foot albino elk that's out in the yard that you see all the time, but your kid never sees. But then every April Fool's morning, you say, hurry quick, the ghost elk! And then April Fools, and then you lead them up to it again the next year. Oh, the swimsuit models. Call my friend. Hey, we need surf. I hear you do surf lessons and you have boards. We have a swimsuit photo shoot if you could help us out. Meet you down there. Then you call up, even get some fat dudes in Speedos to show up instead. Oh, man. April Fools, there's plenty of those. So I just want to say April Fools, everybody, go to the beginning. I'm gonna leave this one up, but go to the beginning. Listen to my. I had Patrick Mahomes on the line telling me about his Super Bowl party. So that's pretty good. Enough of April Fools. Tourney time. Final Four is set. NC State. First Final Four since the magical run, and it's real similar. They win the ACC tournament on at least one miracle shot that puts them into overtime in the semifinals. Then they make a run as 11 seed with about the same record, like 17-10 or 20-13. It's real similar, and a big body, big barreled guy, and a couple guards, and that '83 team that I love so much. And we're going to talk some tourney stories. One of my favorites, NC State, and then the very next year, Nova, or 2 years later. Two of the biggest upsets. It's ironic. March Madness ends in April, but also the madness usually ends by April. Not a whole lot of madness usually in the Final Four. Everything usually goes, not a whole lot of upsets, usually the teams that are supposed to be there, but leading up to that, March is madness. Used to be one of my very favorite times of year. It's the first year ever I didn't even fill out a bracket. Not one bracket, because I can't name 3-4 guys in the whole NCAA. Can't name 2 Beavers, Zach Eady and JD Burns now, or DJ Burns now. I don't know. But NIL, NIL is supposed to be name, image, and likeness. Not here's $1 million to come pay. It's supposed to that when they sell your jersey, you get money. Name, image, and likeness, not free agency. And the rich teams with the oil, Texas A&M, can just buy any player. That's not how it's meant to be. That, getting paid like that, the transfer portal, guys can just leave whenever and go to their rival, mid-season even. How about let's get a little bit of guardrails on all this? So NIL, transfer portal, one and done over the last 10, 15 years has just kind of ruined NCAA hoops for me, and especially the tourney. Was fun to watch, though. Favorite tournament stories from the past. I have a great one. One of my most class act stories, favorite tourney stories ever, was the Christian Laettner shot in 1992, the Final 8 to go to the Final 4 against Kentucky with 2.2 seconds left. Grant Hill throws it the length of the court. Laettner gets free throw line, one dribble, spin, down by a point, hits the bucket to win the game by a point. He went 10 for 10 and 12 for 12 or something. 10 for 10 from the line, 10 for 10. He had 30 points, didn't miss a shot. One of the greatest games, back and forth. Kentucky hits the shot, bank shot to go up by 1, 2.2 seconds, length of the court. Heartbreaking loss. Whoever's going to lose this game, one of the greatest games of all time. And Coach K, Mike Krzyzewski of Duke, such a class act. He actually went out of his way. We're going without these today. He went out of his way to go to, and I'm not sure his name, but there's a longtime Kentucky play-by-play guy on the radio. And they're just heartbroken. They were coming off, they had 4 or 5 bad years. They were put, they had sanctions against them and recruiting violations. They were just turning back into Kentucky basketball after many down years. I believe it was Tubby Smith. Or no, maybe Patino. But it was a ragtag group, 5 seniors, white guys, not the best athletes, but they were a team and they'd been together, and they were the first recruiting class since the sanctions. Might have been death penalty style. And so after that shot at the buzzer to lose by a point, and Duke wins by a point, and Duke's coach, Coach Mike Krzyzewski, Coach K, he went out of his way, and he found the Kentucky play-by-play on the radio guy live, and he said, do you mind, Chuck or whatever, mind if I just say something to your fans? And he said something, paraphrasing, but something to this effect. He said, hey, Kentucky fans out there, amazing game. And I know that you're hurting right now. And I feel almost as bad for you as I do good for us, because nobody deserved to lose that game. Such a heartbreaking fashion, such a great game. It's one of the greatest games ever played. And I just want you to know I respect you, and I feel awful that it had to end like that, and that someone had to lose this game, and to lose in that heartbreaking fashion. I just want you to know I feel for you. And if nobody could have won that game, would have been okay. But there has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. But to lose in that fashion and have everything you've been through, I just want you to know that I feel your pain. And I mean, damn near I'm sorry, basically. Something like that, paraphrased. And to me, that is one of the class acts in a sporting event that, ever. A lot of turning memories. Bobby Knight was always great when he had the whip. And, he said, you're a slave driver. What is game face? Put on your game face. I don't even know what that, huh? Bunch of them. Judd Heathcote, Michigan State. My players play their ass off, and then you get it taken away on a damn referee call. Crying. There's clips and clips of the tourney. It used to be my favorite thing. I didn't miss a day. I'd sit in front of the TV. It's just not the same, people. Then my Beavers, from Orlando Blackman to Paris McCurdy, nothing but heartache. We were ranked #1 in the country, undefeated. Arizona State beat us by 20 in the very last game of the season, and then Orlando Blackman from Kansas State hits a jumper, knock us out of the first round. Gary Payton, senior year, he fouls out with 4 minutes left. We have a 1-point lead. They have the ball. They have to go length of the court. Overhand baseball pass. We knock it out of bounds, so now they have the ball under the basket. Inbound pass. Paris McCurdy lays it up. Foul. Phantom foul. Teo Alabegovic like this. Call the foul. Empty lane. Tie game. 52% free throw shooter. 6'9" center guy. Paris McCurdy like this. Of course, rounded in. Lose. Same day that I took my friend's soda. I thought it was a soda. Took a sip. And I swallowed chew spit from the straw into my throat. Just the memory of it to this day on one of the worst sports days of my life. GP went 0-3. They make it all 4. Never won a tourney game. My Beavers, in '82, they went to the Final 8, lost to Georgetown. Lost to Patrick Ewing. Then made the tourney, there was Lamar, there was Louisville, there was the K-State. There was Evansville Purple Aces. They had sleeves, like women's hoop. First time I ever saw that. That was GP's junior year. Just nothing but heartache. Then 1990, we never even went to the tournament until 2016. So that's 26 years. And we finally won a game in 2021. From 82 to 2021, 39 years not win one effing tournament game. Oregon State Beavers. An old lady once told me in Woos, it's easy to be a Duck fan. Anybody. There's Duck fans all over. It's hard to be a Beaver fan. And to keep the faith and just keep rooting for this shit, it's hard to be a Beaver fan. Yeah, me and GP. That bugger still owes me a case of beer from the '88 World Series when I tried walking on. It was his junior year, '88-'89. I practiced for 2 weeks with the team. We played one-on-one. He beat me. I paid him his $20. We had a case of beer I had the Dodgers. He had the A's. He's a huge A's fan. The Gibson year. Well, GP, where's my case beer? I'll get you later. I saw him in 2016 at a game. Hey, GP, I got a picture. You still owe me a case of beer? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Still no case of beer, GP. Bro, that guy, though. The greatest I ever saw. And I used to sneak down, get my student ticket and sneak down, stand right under the basket because you climb over where the faculty section was. It wasn't jam-packed as the whole place. I spent plenty of games right under the hoop. The double OT victory against USC, down 20 in the first half. He had 58 points. Second most to Lou Alcindor, 61. 58 points, GP. We're down 20 in the first half, just losing my shit. I was life and death, man. It was embarrassing if you went to a game with me. Yelling and screaming and cussing at the refs and get a rebound and call the foul and brah. That one, and then the Bo Kimball, I think he had 48. And they beat us in double overtime. Jeff Fryer had 5 threes in the second half. Hank Gathers on the bench dealing with his heart stuff. But some Gary Payton memories. Fond memories in the regular season and shit memories in the tourney. I know it's not just me. And I know, I haven't bought new board shorts. I haven't been surfing a whole lot. And I have 3 nice pairs, but they're getting old. So I go shopping. All the shit's up to here now. It's like this. That's what shorts are now. Hey, can I just get baggy shorts? And I'm noticing in the NCAAs, maybe the NBA too, it's getting back to Malone and Stockton style. Who you got? You like MJ baggy, Michigan? Fab Five baggy, or you like Stockton, Malone, Kareem, Magic, Bird, tight shit? I'll take the baggy all day. Can't even find baggy board shorts anymore. Board shorts anymore. Board shorts anymore. Oh, what was that? Yeah. So the first year I never did a bracket, not one. I used to run the brackets, get 40, 50, 60 guys, be in charge, have the list, who's in first, whatever. Didn't do one bracket. I did do a random Sweet 16, got 8 guys and spun a wheel, and you get 2 teams. I got NC State left. So it's NC State, Purdue, Bama, UConn, Final Four. It's not just me that doesn't care. The first 3 rounds, I was watching games, empty seats galore. You could have bought a nosebleed and be sitting right behind the bench. More empty seats than people within the frame of the camera. That's bad. That's the first 3 rounds. So I think they got to do something about it. Issues with the tourney, issues with my nose. I've been having some allergies, but love you guys. Actually had a few beers last night after 40 some days, no drink. So, it's gets the creative juices flowing. Not too bad a hangover too. Picked the range today. And back live. I'll be back. I'm feeling it again. Just took last week off. Told you I was going to be on Wednesday and just said, F it. But feeling good again, people. Love you. Love yourself. Live in abundance. I'm kind of woo-woo these days, but meditating and just feeling great. And, I deserve it. I believe I'm ready. Abundance, gratitude, higher consciousness, vibrations, energy. It's all a thing. We're all connected. So go out there and be your best you, people. Brother Richie live, the spirit of sports. Do we want to take a trip out east? Just a little thing I do. Yeah. Let's take a trip out east, people. I will see you again next Tuesday, if not before. Emmy wants to get on, do a little show, maybe have her do a solo show. But I love you, and hui ho.